O3 Greedo and Academics both have kind of taken aim at Kendrick Lamar / the rappers that he brought on stage with him during that performance.
O3's doing this?
Greedo kind of got in on it too, sort of clowning some of the guys who were on stage, saying basically like, y'all up any future potential Drake cosign and went very out of your way to cosign this guy, and it does not appear that Kendrick is planning on supporting any of them in any way. Nobody's getting a feature, etc. Do you think that that's actually a valid argument? Is that fair?
Definitely not valid. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
And I hate to say this, but O3, you open up the door to it, so I got to speak on it.
Oh, good.
First of all, he's thinking from the mindset of a guy that had to pay homage for his representation to have an identification in the streets of hip-hop, right?
What are you saying?
O3 is not Kendrick. Kendrick is authentically from Compton. He grew up in the West Side.
You're saying Greedo's not from...
No, Greedo from like Sacramento or something. Shout out to Runchy. I'll call Runchy right now. Without Runchy from Gray Street, Wash Crip, right? Without Runchy, it wouldn't be no O3. Runchy had O3 bringing him around me and Game when nobody knew the fuck O3 was, backstage introducing him to people.
You're talking about how long ago?
Right.
Long ass time ago before he got locked up and shit?
Maybe 15, 16, 17, somewhere like that.
Damn,
right?
that's that vintage Greedo.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? So for him to say, you messed up a Kendrick Lamar feature, which probably would have never happened for these guys.
Drake.
A Drake Lamar feature, right? And Kendrick's not going to probably do anything for you guys. See, he's missing the concept of it's not about that. It's just about being real. It's just about that they really respect and fuck with Kendrick Lamar, right? Kendrick don't have to fucking bribe or pay for no passage, right, to anywhere on the West Coast. Compton got his back. West Side, NWA, Nellis West Answers got his back, and all through Compton got his back. He don't got to go over there and pay. Now, what he chooses to do and what he chooses to look out for, the kindness of his heart, right, for people he love and fuck with. You know, if I ain't mistaken, I could be wrong. Rest in peace, Pup. You know what I mean? I think he helped contribute to his funeral. That's a G homie. Could do, right? But he's not a guy that has to pay his way. And Greedo was speaking from the mindset of a guy that had to pay his way. Now, don't shoot me, Greedo.
Okay.
I can call Runchy and we can talk about it, right? You had to pay your way.
What I think Greedo and Academics might be missing out on, regardless of paying his way, which I'm not sure about that narrative, but
That's what they're saying.
What I think they might be missing out on,
Why would Kendrick have to give these guys verses for coming out and supporting them authentically?
This is my thing.
Some bullshit.
Kendrick allowing them to be on stage with him was the payment. Because that was a massive cosign for every single dude that was on stage with him. It's not like he has to go do a verse
the wrong word.
Also,
fuck eliminate
how often
this
does Kendrick do a
shit.
verse for another artist? Almost never.
Eliminate this payment shit. It was just genuine love. This what he decided to do. This ain't, I'm doing this for y'all to support me. They already supported him. Right? Eliminate that shit. The homies ain't going for that. Top ain't going for that, and Kendrick ain't. That's not how we see Kendrick, to where you got to pay your way.
We haven't heard any of the people who are on stage act as if they feel like there wasn't some kind of promise fulfilled to them. This is strictly coming from Ack and Greedo, who are kind of on the outside of this. Even though Greedo said that he would have been there if he was in town. I believe he was at some sort of fashion show.
He definitely wouldn't have been there. Runchy was there.
You don't think he would have been welcome there or what? Because look,
what's the basketball player from Compton that was there? He definitely wouldn't have been there.
I have no idea.
He wouldn't have been there. He wouldn't have been there, bro. I'm telling you.
The Greedo's quote was, "I fuck with Dot. I was invited, but I couldn't make it. At the end of the day, you can't be everywhere at once." No, wait, that's what they said. Yeah,
he wouldn't have went. Runchy was there.
I mean, he said he was invited.
Nah, I'm trying to tell you.
Look at how everything involving that beef got so much engagement. Like 6,700 likes on a tweet of him just because he spoke about Kendrick. Like, that's such a... The Kendrick stimulus package was really something.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, people showed up at Kendrick because they respect Kendrick. And that's it. It ain't about no Kendrick got to pay and gotta do this shit. People just gently showed him fuck with him.
And can you imagine if any
Well,
of the
let's
people
see.
on that stage thought that they were actually going to be rewarded with a Kendrick
I don't
feature
think
at the end of it?
that
A
wasn't
Kendrick
that.
feature is worth like multiple millions of dollars.
That wasn't that. Like that people, bro, that wasn't that. That wasn't even anybody's mindset.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was thinking that.
Oh,
they were
go
just
up
thinking,
there.
hey, this is tight. We're on stage
But
with
think
the
about
biggest
it.
artist.
Think about it. It wasn't like they were doing, the people were there for Kendrick. Right? Kendrick allowed, see if he called back. Kendrick allowed the up and coming rappers, the greater LA area, to take the stage with him.
Right.
In front of his crowd. So in turn, he introduced his crowd to these people. And I think it was a large percentage of those people who grabbed their phone, followed them, found them, maybe went to their Spotify, listened to their music. So man, that's priceless.
Yeah. Everybody was talking about him and shit. It was totally
It's
worth
priceless.
it. Yeah.
And then he wasn't done. We went back to the streets. I seen him go to the Nickerson Gardens and went to Compton and brought all the kids out, you know what I mean? And he did a great video.
If Kendrick was dealing with people who are on stage, basically like acting as if, oh, you have me on stage, now you won't do anything else for me, that wouldn't really surprise me that much because there's definitely that kind of entitled mentality that comes from, you know, a decent amount of people from the hood sometimes. But I have no reason to think that any of the people on stage there would have felt that way.
Yo, Runchy. We live on No Jumper. This family. I'm telling Adam, because he's talking about what Greedo had to say about the Kendrick shit, right? And I'm telling him his state of mind is that you got to pay the piper because he came in the game like that. Without Runchy, would have been 03. But he's saying 03 didn't show up because he had something to do. I said no. 03 ass didn't show up because he knew Runchy was going to be there. Am I right or wrong, Nev?
Come on, man. You know I ain't gonna play no games, man.
This is what's real. This is who brought 03 into. Without him, no 03 Greedo.
Okay. So in terms of the grapes that fuck with Greedo and the ones who don't, he's on the don't side at this point. That's what you're saying.
No, that's
He
great.
still
straight.
fucks with him.
No, he don't fuck with Greedo.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's two sides now.
But it is not his fault. Greedo did some bad business. He even attempted. You know what I'm saying?
I talk to more niggas in prison than some in the streets. I still live by that code.
That's real shit. So
I'm not no young nigga. I'm 38 years old, homie. I still live by the principle of morals. Nigga, you can never be on no paperwork and be around me straight up.
oh yeah, that is a paperwork factor. And guess what? Because he was trying to get his business straight with Greedo, right? When that paperwork was going on, remember I never said nothing, right? That was out of respect to Runch. You know, out of pure respect to Runch. You know, I never ran it.
I noticed that you didn't say shit when that Greedo shit was going down before you.
That was out of respect to Runch. All right, Runch, I get back with you, nephew. Yeah, that's real shit. So
Yikes.
he wouldn't have did that because of that. But yeah, bro, 11 years for the case, 21 years enhancements. I know this for a fact talking to the homies. They're saying when they leave in the county jail with these enhancements, they're getting the CDC and the counselors are knocking the enhancements off, saying we're not honoring it and changing the dates. So even if he get 10 years knocked off, that brings him down to 22, which he'll do like 18. How long he been gone?
Slim died 5 years ago?
It's been 5 years.
I think so. 2019, maybe 2020.
So 18 to come down to 13 or 14. They'll knock that off. A good time.
2021. So it's been
3 years. So the game
3.5
5 years, probably good time. 18 to come down to 13 years, 80%. He'd be out in a dime.
You got any particular love for Slim or you have a relationship with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I fuck with Slim. I wanted to manage him as a comedian.
Oh, right. I remember this.